Hello Tanga, welcome to Gully Classroom. Okay, this is the first topic that we are doing in our channel where we are going to use complete English. This is more oriented to the students from other states in India, CBSE students from other states in India, from CBSE board. Yeah, can we go for the subject? I will use good quality English with clear pronunciation and I will give a good amount of space between my sentences so that you will be able to comprehend what I am trying to convey. Come on, let us go to the class. Okay. Geography. Okay, this is the first lecture in CBSE 10. Geography Chapter 7. Lifelines of National Economy. What are lifelines of national economy? The complete national economy, the complete business structure is held together by different means of transportation. What are the different means of transportation? One type of transportation will take place by land, the next by water and next by air. Okay, in land based transportation, you can go by railways or roadways, railways and pipelines. In water based, you can go by inland rivers or you can also transport something to other countries by overseas. So waterways can be of two types. You can transport something within India by inland rivers or you can transport something to other countries through overseas water transportation. What about airways? In airways, you are transporting something via air. Here, there are domestic airways and international airways. These are the different types of transportations available, not just for goods but also for people. Not just for goods but also for people. Okay, how many lectures will it take to cover this particular unit? It will take 4 lectures. Let us try to understand how I am dividing the lectures. The first lecture will deal with roadways. It will be exclusively dealing with roadways. The second lecture will be dealing with railways and pipelines. The second lecture will be dealing with railways and pipelines. What about waterways? Waterways and airways will be dealt in a single lecture. Waterways and airways will be dealt in a single lecture. The fourth lecture will be dealing with communication as a whole and tourism as a trade. How is tourism done as a trade in our country? That will be our last lecture or fourth lecture. Okay, before getting into roadways, before trying to understand the importance of roadways, different types of roads, let us look at the importance of these lifelines of economy. These modes of transportation are called as lifelines of economy for obviously some certain reasons. How are we going to put these reasons when asked in a question? What are the importance of these lifelines of economy? Or the question can be asked as, why are roadways, railways, waterways and airways called as lifelines of modern economy? Come on Tanga, let us look at these specific points. Economic development of a country is directly proportional to well-developed and efficient means of communication. If people are efficiently communicating with one another, it is easy for an economy to grow, for a trade to grow, for a business to grow, for tourism to grow, to generate money, to do all these things. What do you need? You need a good, well-developed, efficient means of communication, which in turn depends on different types of transports, roadways, waterways and airways. And these roadways, waterways and airways help in seamless movement of people. What is seamless movement of people? Movement of people should not get congested at any point. They must not be held at any point. Let us say in your native there are some festivities going on in a temple. So the roads with respect to those temples in and around the city are congested. Now because of this congestion, a factory is not able to get its material, its raw material. So production is not happening in the factory. Because production is not happening in the factory, some product that the factory is giving to the economy is not coming here. So what is going to happen? Here a scarcity of the products is going to happen. In the factory, work will come to a standstill. This needs to be prevented. Okay, so seamless movement of goods must happen, and this is done by different means of transport. What next? Like I said just before a couple of seconds, trade must be promoted, tourism must be promoted, business must be promoted, and these things add value to the economy. It is giving economy support. It is helping the value of our economy to grow. Right, what next? Because of these modes of transportation, the areas of production are linked to areas of consumption. So, areas of production like factories can be linked to the stores where they are sold. Areas of production like where agricultural fields can be linked to the cities where people are consuming these agricultural products. Am I right or wrong? Come on, let us go for the next thing. Areas of production can be simply called as surplus areas. Why? There are much material to be distributed. Those areas are called as surplus areas. They have material more than necessary. That's basically surplus. So content can be transported, material can be transported from surplus areas to deficient areas, and this is creating an interdependence among region. And because of this interdependence, so what is happening? Because of this interdependence, there is a balanced regional development. This is preventing unbalanced regional development, where a particular region grows and another region does not grow, because all places are connected. It is helping in balancing out the economy of the nation. So what else are the most important things where the transport, the modes of communication are helping us? It is helping us in, it is playing an important role in national calamities. Let's say an earthquake is happening, there you need to transport a lot of relief measures. Food needs to be transported, clothes needs to be transported, those people need to be saved. Let's say this earthquake has destroyed roadways. You should also have efficient airways and waterways so that you can take the relief measures to the place where they need. These are the most important points which help us give value to landways, waterways and roadways, and give meaning to the word lifelines of national economy. You are not calling landways, waterways and airways simply lifelines. These are the vital points that give, that say these are the lifelines of national economy. Okay, Tanga, let us go for roadways. Now let us go for roadways. Okay, what about roadways? First, roadways, we will look at a comparative study between roadways and railways. How are roadways better than railways? Okay, roadways are better than railways in the sense the construction cost of roadways are lesser than that of railways. What next? In dissected and undulating topography. What is dissected? Dissected means broken in pieces. In a topography, what is topography? Topography means the basic land spread of the area. What is the terrain of the area? What is the land spread of the area? Dissected means broken, and undulating means going up and down. A geography that is going up and down. The slopes are different in different areas. In such places, what is necessary? Roadways are necessary. You cannot be building a railway where the land is going up and down, where there are so many curves. Undulating means there are land is going up and down and so many curves. Dissected means road is broken. In such places, roadways play an important role. Also, in places where there are higher gradient of mountain. What is gradient? Gradient is amount of slope. This has lower gradient. This has higher gradient. This has even higher gradient. This has highest gradient. In a similar way, when there are high gradients like this, you need to put roads here. You cannot be putting railways here. That is not an efficient means of transportation. Yeah, so for places with higher gradients of slope like mountains, roadways are easily feasible. What next? Roadways are economical. How roadways are economical? Roadways transport fewer persons, smaller amount of goods and shorter distances. Fewer persons, smaller amount of goods and shorter distances easily, economically. Let us say you are going shopping to a nearby store. let us say a store within some 400 meters or so, you are not going to catch a flight for that. Am I getting this right? You are not going to book a railway. Indian Railways. I need to book a ticket. For what? For shopping. for going 400 meters. You are not going to do that, right? Because it is economical for roadways, for transporting fewer persons, smaller amount of goods through shorter distances. What next? Roadways help in door-to-door delivery. So you can transport something door-to-door. Roadways help in door-to-door delivery because the cost of loading and unloading is extremely cheap in roadways. What is loading and unloading? When something is coming into your home, it is called as unloading because you are taking content away from the road. When you are sending a particular goods to some other, when you are sending a particular goods to some other place, you are loading. So loading and unloading goods from the road and onto the road are cheaper and easier in roadways. Also, roadways act as a feeder network. What is a feeder network? A feeder network means a network that feeds other transport networks. Roadways are connecting different railway stations together. Roadways are connecting different seaports together, different aerodromes together. So roadways help people to reach the railways, to take the railways, to reach the aerodrome, to take the flight, to reach the shipyard, to take the ships. Right. So these are the most important advantages that roadways have when compared to waterways. When compared to railways. Okay. Tango, let us go for the different types of roads in our country. What are the different types of roads in our country? With respect to, let us look at golden quadrilateral or super highway. What is golden quadrilateral or super highway? It is a 6-lane road. What is a 6-lane road? A road where 6 vehicles can go parallelly is called as a 6-lane road. So golden quadrilateral or super highway means it is a 6-lane road which is connecting the 4 important mega cities in India. What are the 4 important mega cities in India? So you have your Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta and Chennai. Am I right? Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta and Chennai. So these mega cities are connected by super highways. So what is the meaning of super highways? Super highway is a highway in which you need to maintain a minimum amount of speed, usually 80 kilometers per hour. A super highway has lanes where at least you should maintain 80 kilometers per hour. If you are not doing that, you must simply abandon the highway and get to the another lane. Okay, what is the use of super highways? Because of super highways, the time and the distance between the mega cities have reduced. People are able to transport goods between these mega cities very easily. Okay, what are the other important roads? We have a north-south corridor. North-south corridor is between Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir and Kanyakumari. Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir and Kanyakumari. What about east-west corridor? East-west corridor is between Silchar in Assam and Porbandar in Gujarat. Silchar in Assam and Porbandar in Gujarat. Okay, these highways, these super highways, who are they? Who are maintaining these super highways, sir? Who is in charge of these super highways? Super highways are maintained by NHAI, National Highways Administration of India. Okay, so that is NHAI. What else, sir? So these are the relevant points with respect to super highways. Let us look at national highways. National highways are linking the extreme parts of our country. There are so many different parts of our country that needs to be connected. They are connected by national highways. They form the primary road system in our country. The national highways form the primary road system of our country. They link the extreme parts. Extreme parts means distant parts of our country. All parts must be connected to one another for transportation of people and goods, for logistics support. What is the meaning of the word logistics? Logistics means organized transport of goods from the place of production to the place of sales. I am repeating a definition. What is the meaning of logistics? Logistics means organized transport of goods from the place of production to the place of consumption or sales. Okay, so a good example here is, okay, these are maintained by CPWD. What is CPWD? Central Public Works Department is helping to implement the national highways. They are both building it and maintaining it. For example, between Delhi and Amritsar, there is this road called as Sher-Shah Suri Marg. And this is a very famous example. It is called as National Highway 1. Between Delhi and Amritsar, there is Sher-Shah Suri Marg. It is called as National Highway 1. What else, sir? Let us go for state highways. State highways are linking state capital with other important districts. So the state capital is linked with district headquarters with the help of state highways. These are maintained by SPWD. What is SPWD? State Public Works Department, and this is present in state and other union territories. Okay, after state highways, what is the next type of road, sir? Obviously district road. So the district roads are connecting the district headquarters with other smaller regions within that particular district. These roads are maintained by Zilla Parishad. These roads are maintained by Zilla Parishad or the local government. Okay, what about the other roads, sir? So we have learnt about so many roads. What about the roads that are simply connecting the different rural areas? Yes, there are other roads which connect the rural areas, villages and towns. Sir, what is the scheme under which these roads are maintained? These roads are maintained under Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Each and every village must be connected to a major town in order to transport its people and goods by all-season motorable roads. Sir, what are all-season motorable roads? Roads that are connected to each and every village. Roads that are connected to each and every village through all-season roads. What is the meaning of all-season roads? Roads that can be used throughout all the season. Roads that can be used throughout all the season. Whether it's a rainy day or whether it's literally flooding, these roads must always be in use. They must not go out of use. Such roads are called as all-season roads. Okay, now let us go for the last type of roads, border roads. Okay, there is this organization, Border Roads Organization, which was started in the year 1960, has a Government of India undertaking. So, Border Roads Organization is a Government of India undertaking. What is the purpose of Border Roads Organization? Border Roads Organization helps to build roads and maintain roads of strategic significance. What is the meaning of strategic significance? A road which is present near our border with another country, India's border with another country. There might not be a lot of people living there, but that particular road is important in order to transport military and other troops in case of an incursion. If the neighboring country is coming inside our place, then we need to transport people there. We need to transport military there. We need to transport artillery there. In the same way, in order to station the military, that place needs to be well economically developed. So, such roads need to be developed. In the northern and northeastern borders of our country, there are a lot of roads of strategic significance that needs to be developed. So these roads will usually have difficult terrain, so there will always be accessibility issues which needs to be improved, and building such roads also help in improving the economic development of these areas. Right, almost the last topic, we are getting towards the last topic in roads. What are the different types of roads? Roads can be of two types, metal roads and non-metal roads. What are metal roads? Metal roads are roads where you are going to use cement, concrete and bitumen. What are you going to use? You are going to use cement, concrete and bitumen in order to put roads that can be used for any season. So they are all season roads. So metal roads are all season roads. What about unmetal roads? Unmetal roads cannot be used all the season. In rainy season, usually unmetal roads cannot be used. In rainy season, unmetal roads cannot be used. Okay, let us try to look at road density. What about road density? Road density is the length of the road per 100 square kilometer of area. Let us say you have an area spread of 100 square kilometer. How much kilometers of roads is present in that area spread of 100 square kilometers is going to give you a road density. Okay, which place in India has some of the highest road density? Kerala has the highest road density. Approximately 375 kilometers of roads are present in 100 square kilometers of area. Why? Because the population density in Kerala is very high, and it's a agriculture is more agricultural produce is happening. Transport of such goods must also takes place. Okay, what about a place which has very low road density? Jammu and Kashmir has very low road density because it is a hilly terrain. It is extremely difficult to put quality roads in a hilly terrain with ups and downs, undulating and broken topography. Okay, so the length of the roads, the road density in Jammu and Kashmir is very less, 10 kilometers per 100 square kilometers approximately. What else? In India, with respect to the current amount of people traveling, what is not enough? The amount of roads in India is simply not enough. Okay, half of the roads in India are what roads? Unmetalled roads. So they will not be able to use you will not be able to use unmetalled roads in off season. You will not be able to use unmetalled roads in off season. In the same way, NHAI, National Highway, is inadequate. National Highway becomes inadequate when compared to the need of India, when compared to the what is needed in the entire country. What else? In the cities, during traffic times, the roads are getting congested. During busy times, the roads are getting congested. More roads need to be built, and the culverts and bridges in India are narrow and old. They need to be better maintained. They need to be better built. Right? So, in this unit, we started with why are roadways, waterways and airways called lifelines of national economy. We looked at some 5 to 6 points. We looked at the significance of roadways then compared to the railways. We looked at some 6 points. Then we started to look at the different types of roads, who maintains the different types of roads in India, what are the significance of the different types of roads, and finally we looked at road density in India. What is the condition, what is the status of roads? Tangan, this is the first video that I am doing in English. This is primarily aimed at other South Indian students in India who might not be comfortable listening to my English lectures that are mixed with Tamil. So if you have such friends, kindly refer this video to them. If you like this video, if you have any suggestions, give me comments. I will improve myself. I am really enjoying my stint in YouTube. Yeah. So yeah, study well. Cheers. Awesome. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers, Tanga. Cheers.